This is the different now. This used to be like big, but we decided to make it a little hallway.
Okay.
But this is, let's see. You got, this is a bunch of screens I need to wash.
There's a washer right there?
The washer downstairs.
Okay.
This is
Oh, shit, for the thing.
yeah.
Okay.
And I got like fucking flash dryers up the ass.
Oh, you got the whole thing going on?
This is my baby.
Oh, look, right here. Yeah, that machine right there.
Yeah, this worth every single penny.
So, I mean, for someone that doesn't know what this machine does, could you break it down? I mean, how the screens are made and
this
everything?
is basically an exposure unit. So you go from A to B. So you grab your screen, basically just whatever screen, and you code it. Like I have a whole process of coding, and then you basically just grab. Let's see, I'll do one just to demonstrate. It's better. Pen on.
That one's already has the motion on it?
Yeah, this one has the emotion. This one. Well, let's see, just in case something I need.
And so usually how long is the process for someone that does it though? So like,
Well, it depends on the person, and the machines. There's some machines that will do an exposure in like a minute. Some do it in 4 minutes. For me, I'm lucky enough, this does it in 19 seconds.
Damn.
Yeah, it's probably the fastest.
That shit's stronger than the sun, bro.
Yeah, literally, pretty much. It's a full ass freaking.
yeah, if you want to, your screens, if you print them out, that's 24 hours, bro. You gotta be printing
Yeah,
out.
some people have to wait forever for that, and that's why I'm lucky.
And then just like, ballpark for people investing into the machines like this.
Well, that's what I try to tell people is that you can always find them cheap. There's no need like to break the bank because this alone is like a $5,000 machine.
Yep.
But I was lucky to find it on Facebook Marketplace for like a full bundle deal. I bought out that blue press, this, that oven, a bunch of this thing. Like this alone is like $1,000. But I bought it for like stupid cheap.
Okay.
So
just buying a bundle is gonna work out a lot better.
yeah, because nowadays people are kind of steering away from screen printing and going more towards like DTF, DTG.
Why do you think that is?
Cheaper. It's way, way cheaper.
Do you think the quality's there though?
No, never. Mainly because, so DTG and water-based, it's a water-based solvent. Even water-based, even though it's eco-friendly, it does not last as long as plastisol. Plastisol is like a very strong plastic almost that bonds to the fibers. DTG, you gotta lay like a underbase, a white underbase, which is on top of, inside but still on top of the garment, and then close it up and take it.
You're fictitious.
DTG is on top of the garment, kind of, and so that lasts maybe like 50 washes.
Put it in the box and take it out.
15 washes?
Like 50 washes. And then it starts kind of deteriorating.
Get closer to
coming
me.
out slowly.
Just talk louder.
And so you were talking about how you do the screen print transfer.
Yeah, so that's better than actual regular screen print, like regular heat transfers, because it's still plastisol.
Okay.
So all you're doing is adding like that powder that kind of just makes it glue onto the shirt better. Those are way better. So if you're gonna do transfers, I suggest doing the screen print transfers.
Okay.
It's pretty good when you show you this. I have so many different designs.
Because that's the cool thing, you got your own lab and everything. You get to just experiment. What's your design process like? So putting logos together.
Well, a lot of my stuff is religious, but I am not the opposite of religious. Like, if anything, I'm the least religious person.
Okay.
But my mom was a diehard Catholic.
Okay.
So basically, in my mindset, I try to make a brand that I feel like she would wear. My mom passed away when I was 8 years old. So in my mind, I'm like, well, this is probably something that she would probably be okay with, even though it's I still try to do it my own way, change certain elements, add things to them and stuff like that. But it's also a way for me to kind of explain religion, because as much as I hate it, it's in everyday aspect of life. The Bible is not really meant to portray oh, you're doing good or you're doing bad or you should do this and not that. It's more like a guide for people. It's more like a guide, like a rule book. Not so much a rule book, but like a guidebook. Lessons and stuff to kind of mimic or see your life. Like this St. Michael's one. Well, one was one of my most popular prints, and kind of the main face of my brand, because I'm named after him. My mom named me after St. Michael's because I don't know if it's like this in every Mexican culture, but usually you don't name the kid right when they're born. It takes a week, maybe a month until they decide so I wasn't named right away. It took them probably 4 days to name me, but in that period, I got stung by a scorpion when I was a baby, 2 days old.
What?
Yeah, because in Mexico, you don't have beds.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't have beds, so it's just concrete floors and you're laying on the concrete floor. So as a kid, I was on the concrete floor, got stung in the heart by a scorpion, and basically I was dead. They had two options. One was take me to the hospital, or the priest would have to, village doctor would have to take you to the hospital, because it's the only person that could take you to the hospital out of the village. And so they asked him to take me, and they're like, no, you can take him to the hospital, but then your baby's going to go to hell. Or you can take him to the priest, baptize him, and you can save his life, his soul, basically. So my mom, being a Catholic, she's like, nah, I won't take you to the doctor. So she took me to the freaking priest, and they baptized. They had an emergency baptism. And as soon as I got baptized, I woke up, and the main church there is the Church of St. Michael's. And so she named me, I guess she prayed to him and said, I would do anything if you bring him back. And as soon as I got baptized in his church, I woke up, so she named me beyond him. St. Michael's.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, so that's basically, this is an atone to her. To me, like I say, I'm not religious, but also it's kind of a lot of people don't see what really is there, because you gotta kind of think about it as a reflection tone. Okay, so I think about it this is the line of water, and it's you versus you. The devil is the reflection of everybody's good and evil. Nobody is pure good and nobody is pure evil.
Don't they say that St. Michael's is gonna kill the devil when he comes back or something?
Yeah. So it's more like a savior, and I try to show people that even if you think you're bad, there's worse people out there. Even if you think you're the best, you're the saint, there's better people out there. You just have to kind of live your life and do right by you, and not let other people change your heart. You're a good person, be a good person. So that's kind of the forefront of my designs. I try to showcase not so much the bad in the world, but also the beauty of it. That's why there's a bunch of this old Renaissance stuff, because that's probably the best art time around. When people actually,
I agree with you.
painted and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll do this. Basically, turn this on. This is why this machine is off, because it's the vacuum. Just to make sure everything's.
So it sucks all the sunlight out.
Basically, it makes it dark, super dark. And then all you want to do is the easy part. You just time it, 19 seconds. Wait for it.
That black light.
Yeah, there's a UV light. That's what makes it so expensive. The other ones you like white light.
What's it like to replace one of those lights?
No, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
But they should last a good while. Boom.
You already have a stencil, essentially.
Yeah, basically. So you just take this, the whole process. I mean, that's fast. For me, that's fast. Like I said, there's some machines that take whole 4 minutes. We got 8 minutes. Please, you guys get foreclosure. This is our studio. It's called foreclosure because when they first brought the place, it was kind of like a foreclosure. Okay. And they kind of took it all the way around.
Oh, is that why that was wet down there?
Where? Right here?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that makes sense.
Probably, yeah.
I was like, it hasn't rained. Damn.
In a rush,
Damn.
Park Street.
Someone's getting a rub. Dude, what the fuck?
You gotta bust that nut.
Oh, he's like, he didn't park. He's like, I gotta get in for the last minute. He's like, Mama Chain's about to leave.
Yeah, it must be good.
Gooba, where are you bringing me, bro? This motherfucker couldn't even park shit.
Bro, the guys from the car just smashed the car the same day. You tried blaming it on me?
So what?
Basically, add the water and you have an image right there.
That shit's crazy.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's a little part of it. You gonna want to see that?
And so I'm assuming that's just the one color print right there?
Yeah, I think you should have that. If you want to do a multiple color one, obviously it's a whole other process. You gotta separate colors, and then each screen is gonna be a different color. So that's why a lot of people also think that this process is easy, and people want like an 8-color design, and you be like, oh, here's $50. And then no, this is why setup costs a lot. I will be honest, before I started screen printing, I would look at setup costs, because as like starting my brand, I would be like, okay, I want to get it manufactured, and I would be like, why the hell is it $200 for a sample? And then once I started actually doing it, I'm like, this is why it's so much for a sample. Yeah. But I will tell you this, ever since making clothes from like scratch to screen printing, I have lost total respect in clothes. Like that's why like everything, like these are Kanye West blades, and I got ink all over them, I got ink on this, so I can't really wear anything. So that's why I myself don't ever really try to promote my brand or sell it. I never say like, oh, this is for sale, this or that. People just buy it more or less because it's like my closet. Everything is kind of my size. I have been doing more smaller sizes because people have been asking for it. But everything's like either large and up. Mainly because it's stuff that I make that I would personally wear, but can't. I can't enjoy the fruits of my labor. So when people buy it, wear it, post a picture of it, that makes me happy because I'm like, oh, it's out there.
Yeah.
Or else it will just sit there. It will sit there collecting dust.
Okay, let's try this real quick. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna turn.
And then you have. Honestly, that came out way better than usually. A lot more of a hassle. My buddy, his name is Gavin. So he basically kind of forced me to jump in, all in. Because I'm more of like the same thing. I'm more of like, he was nice and slow, steady, and save up to it. He's more of like all in. So like, he was the first guy I got my studio with, and he basically forced me to go all in. And if it wasn't for him, I honestly wouldn't be here. And that's why I try to tell people, like, if you can surround yourself with people that push you, that see your value, and that want to see you succeed, and just whatever support they give you, just run with it. And if they see it, then, like, obviously you see it in yourself. And sometimes it takes someone else to see it in you to kind of jumpstart. But like I try to tell everybody is, just do it. Just start it. it's either one day or day one. So it's, in 10 years, you're gonna look back and be like, damn, I could have done this 10 years, this whole time. So yeah, just don't fear that someone's not gonna like your things, or that, oh, it's not good, or this person's doing more, or these people are bigger than you. It's like, that doesn't matter. Don't worry about making sales. I don't worry about making sales. I don't worry about people not liking my prices, because like, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So I've told people a certain price and they gave me double before, just because they're like, no, this is worth way more. So you just believe in yourself, and I mean, that's sky's the limit, basically. So.
And I mean, how many times did you have to fall? You know,
oh, a lot. Trust me, a lot. I took trial and error to learn shit.
So where'd you start, like, for screens, like, to learning and everything? Like, what was your process to getting, like, because I mean, the way that I see you, like, you experiment, like, and it pushes you to grow more.
Yeah, like, well, that, and I got, like, type of autism that kind of, I hyperfixate on certain things.
Okay.
Until I'm, like, the best at it. Okay. And this just happened to grasp my interest, and it's one thing that takes a lot to master, so it's going to be a while till I'm the best at it. But I just try it. That's why I kind of move on from design. I have so many designs just because I try to either do the next bigger thing, or try to do like all the prints or 3, 4 colors. And I have a 6-color machine, and I haven't done a 6-color press. It's in the works. I'm just like, if I take up 6 screens, that's 6 designs that I'll be doing, or vice versa. But no, I just try to one-up myself all the time, which everyone should. There's always one-up their designs, one-up their sizes, whatever. Just always try to beat the version of you that was yesterday. Yeah. So that's your only competition, really.
And so you did bring up all over prints. You build your own frames for the screen?
Yeah, I build my own frames. That's another cheap way if people don't want to invest. You can always just find scrap pieces of wood. Home Depot always gives away, like, pieces of wood that are either a little chipped or something like that. Just a couple 2x4s, cut them down, and you can basically build your own screen. I'm gonna drop a tutorial on how to do wood screens. That's probably the easiest one to do. Cost efficient, it's probably like $80 for 4 screens. So yeah, you can do that. You don't need a press. I've learned that you can. Most of my designs I don't even use a press. I just put it directly on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like on the floor or what?
No, just on the table.
He doesn't press it down.
I just put it on the table, put it, and then grab another screen. All my things are, a lot of people think that all my things that I do is like all one design. But no, like, I have a design where this has flames on it, and then the whole light goes up here, that's one screen, and this screen. So I just piece them all together.
So you just...
It's like a collage, basically.
Yeah, basically like a collage. That's why everything's kind of different. I also try to stay in the realm of like one-of-ones. Yeah. I don't really believe in like uniforms or like people wearing the same thing, because in my mind I wouldn't want to walk in somewhere and if someone wearing the same thing as me, I'd feel like kind of weird.
Even if they are wearing the same piece, it's a little different?
Yeah, so like that way even if they're wearing the same thing, something's different. Either something's missing, or it's a different color, or it's distressed, or it's bleached, or it's potassium washed, or something. But
so you do that all in house here?
Yeah, I got everything. I got literally everything you can think of to make from basically China in Salt Lake.
There you go.
It's a sweatshop, but I'm the only employee, so.
What's the pay?
Well, there's no pay.
Cause I left for a while and I moved out to Chicago, and then I saw, literally as soon as I moved, it's like when I started seeing your posts and shit, and I was like, damn, I gotta see this guy, I gotta do better.
Yeah, and sewing, like I basically had, so my buddy Dad was the one, like I said, that got me into it. He screen printed, so he was a screen printer.
Okay.
And so he taught me more or less what he knew, and then from there I fell in love with it. And decided just to...
Just 1 second. Oh, yours is on.
And then just decided to keep going, keep one-upping myself. And yeah, he's the one that basically showed me the ropes, and then from there I had pretty much learn everything now. So I had to learn how to do. So like, for those that ever want to start a brand, it is a lot. You got to learn how to. If you don't outsource it, you're gonna have to learn how to do a website, set up your Shopify. So if you're gonna do crazy things, if you're doing everything yourself, you have to learn how to sew, how to screen print,
Shipping.
what?
Shipping.
Shipping. You have to learn how to ship. You have
Product photos.
you edit photos. You have to learn how to take photos. You have to be your own model sometimes. It's a whole lot, but it's a fun experience. And without the experience, there's no such thing as life. And it's kind of like what my name goes with. Is life goes. The name kind of resonates from, well, one, it's growing up, that's our graffiti crew, and then we have a chapter in Hawaii, and that's their saying, it's life goes, because life goes, basically. So pretty much what it means is everybody in their life goes through something, whether it's like a breakup, they lose a job, they lose a career, they move, someone dies in their family, their friend passes away. 9 times out of 10, you want to just give up. You lose all hope, you lose animosity, you lose your drive, but you don't realize that everything else around you, life keeps going. Life keeps going. So you should not stop, no matter what, no matter the pain, no matter the agony, just keep going. Like, there's dark days, but the sun always comes out. The sun always comes out. So
that's why.
That's pretty much what the name means. So, and then I kind of didn't want to just keep it like graffiti. I wanted to make it a household because I know people would resonate with that. People would know what we've been through just by the name. That's kind of why it's like gothic, dark, light stuff, kind of representing the light, the good and bad, and just life goes. So, yeah. I always like explaining it because people don't never understand like why life goes.
Yeah.
So I think that's the most important part of knowing who your brand is. Like you are your brand, so you genuinely know who you are.
Yeah.
So after you get that screen though, what do you do with it?
This, you just let it dry. I'll show you guys everything. This,
Let me check
one.
it to see if it's real.
This is a 2-color.
Okay.
This is like the next job I'm gonna do.
Well, shit.
But it's just like I tried this.
Oh, you really do have a pizza oven up here.
This is a big boy. You let it dry, and then from there you bring it out to the press. You bring it onto this freaking thing, and then you just basically get ready to print. This is also a process. This is why people charge setup fee, because you gotta come here, unload all these things.
Get some ink on your Yeezy pants.
Yeah, get ink. Let's see, my hands are covered in ink already.
He just puts them down and just.
What?
Yeah, most of the times
He doesn't even like clip them down or anything. He just puts it, prints, goes.
Yeah, that's why I tell
Life
people
goes.
you don't need expensive, like, you don't need expensive machines. All these, this is a couple $100.
Yeah.
Like almost close to $1,000. This is like $3,000. That's $3,000. But like I don't even use that half the time. I usually just use that and clamps.
It has a fancy dust collector.
Fanciest one.
There's a fancy dust collector right there.
Basically, they're ornaments. And you can literally.
But if someone did want an 8-color or 8 panel or whatever shirt, you could definitely, you have 4 and 4, you
yeah,
could do 8.
you could. You could do that. To be honest with you, it's a little tricky, but.
So what if you didn't want to do 8 different screens? Is there a way to do it and get the same effect but use less screens, maybe 3?
Wet on wet process.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, wet on wet process, kind of like.
I like my prints like I like my women.
What are you wearing?
Like this is a wet on wet process.
So how many colors did you use for that?
This is just 3. No, 2 actually. So I never count black or white as a color because it's always a base. Mm-hmm. This is just yellow and red, but you can see browns, you can see oranges, different shades of red,
different shades of yellows too.
Different shades of yellows, and this is all just a simulated process, which we do the white first, then the yellow, and then we do the white, flash it, then white again to make it more bright. Mm-hmm. Then we do the yellow, no flash, then the red on top, and then that creates all this. Also, your separations. If you don't know how to properly separate, some things will come out less bold than others.
It's also the artwork people send you,
Yeah,
right? They
the
can't send you
artwork.
some bullshit artwork.
Yeah. But you always have to make sure it's 300 UPI, high resolution stuff. For example, here's the difference between a proper separation and like just doing it like click and boom. So see, this is the first iteration. So see how the colors look, and then that's the last iteration.
Oh shit.
See how
It's way more bright.
it's way you see more oranges, more browns in the
And that
But
was
that's
just
only
three.
two colors
Oh,
too.
two?
That's only red and yellow.
Okay.
But then you can see all,
Damn, that's pretty. The fire.
you can see all the brown, tans, but that's all just
It looks
yellow.
aged.
And the difference is, like all these dots are literally on top of each other. On these ones, they're all at a 15-degree difference. So whatever you start your base, and then whatever color goes after, you just jump it 15 degrees, just slightly, so that some catches some colors, some don't, and then that's how you get that
It's seriously cool.
that color. And that's something a lot of people don't know. So that's free game right there.
There you go. Yeah, that's a
15-degree difference.
We've been talking about that shit for
So long, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. When I saw you post that, because me and him, we've always run into the issue of like too many colors.
We have 15 colors on our design.
Yeah.
But what I will put people on is like, say you could, because obviously the more colors, if you can do like a whole 8 color or 50 color, your thing will come out crazy, like
Yeah.
dope, you know?
Yeah.
But a lot of people also don't realize you don't have to do 18 color. You
No,
could
you
do 5, you know?
But I also tell people you don't need a press. I know this guy in Arizona invented this thing. It's called the X plug. This is probably my most favorite thing. I just need to get more brackets for it. This just turns any press that you could buy, literally just clamps like this and put it on the table and clamp this. But then these have this right here. These registration brackets that basically once it's clamped on,
Oh, damn.
you set it on there. And then you just keep switching, and then the other one that's already registered, you put it back.
So bro created a mobile screen print press
Yeah,
basically?
the guy it's called Fractals. I'm basically sponsored by them. He sent me this to try out, and I need to get more. I need to get more clips. I need to get more clips of this.
That's fine.
It basically goes on any press. Just type it down. And the dope thing about that is that once, say you take that off, these are already registered.
Yeah.
No matter what. So you can just put that back on.
Ooh.
They're good to go. Like, yeah, that's the dope thing. That's like a space saver, and like, so you don't have to buy a whole 8 color press, but yeah, you can do it
The
with,
6 one you were talking about.
yeah, you can do it with less colors, and like I said, you don't need a press. You can literally buy these on Amazon for freaking $10.
And what's the most color you've done so far?
3.
Just 3?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I should really.
I feel like
But it's really 5, right? Because you don't count black and white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
black and white. I never count.
you're
black.
shortening your work there, because that's the extra workload right there with the white and black for sure.
Yeah, I need to try. Well, the thing is, that's why I like getting clients and customers, because no matter what they want, I never say no. So my thing is like, never say, oh no, we can't do it, or oh no, it's impossible. But yeah, or there's a will, there's a way. Let's try it. Okay, if it works, it works, and then you just have something dope.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, then oh well, we tried.
And so where can they find you if they need to get any work done?
If they need to get contact with me, the best is, well, my phone number. But if you don't have my phone number, just reach out on Instagram on
Yeah.
Rokalicious. And then just hit me up just DM me with how many shirts you need or your design. And
You got a minimum order or anything?
no, I try. Well, for them, it's. And I'm transparent. I'm honest. I never charge for blanks. I have wholesales with a bunch of companies, and they pay for blanks. I just charge them for my services. But then again, you got to think about you're taking time away from my brand and all that. So I'm not the cheapest, but I will treat your brand like my brand.
Okay.
Like, I will not, it's not just like, oh, just bring the shirts, boom, let's print, and then here you go. No.
Yeah.
I'm going to help you curate something, be like, hey, this might not work. Hey, you should try this. Just give you ideas, thoughts, whatever you need done. If you want to try something crazy, we'll try something crazy.
Yeah.
If you want potassium wash stuff, we'll do your own custom color, your own custom washes. We do the stressing, tags. We do
So yeah, let's get into the sewing as well.
Yeah.
I mean, other than the screen printing,
from A to Z. We do everything. We do tags.
I don't think they've seen up here. If you want to just give them a quick little.
Yeah, this is the whole setup. This is what people don't see. This people think I only have one press, or it's just a small room.
Yeah, from your videos, I thought you only had a small little room.
Yeah,
I didn't think you
but
had a
no,
whole warehouse.
We have a whole.
No disrespect. Sorry, I didn't mean.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Everybody says that. They're like, damn, you don't show this part.
yeah, bro, we're at the whole operation.
Yeah, he really is putting you guys on game to what he has going on.
This is pretty much.
See, and he's smart. He's got the small brother embroidery machine.
Yeah,
And so it's like, literally, you don't need anything more. If you're printing little logos, like, I think that's the smartest thing is to, if you don't got an embroidery machine,
Work with what you have.
yeah, work with what
work
you
with
have.
what you have. And these do pretty big, like, almost like 4x4, and I know they sell like some pretty big ones for them.
Well, and what people don't know is you can actually go way bigger.
Yeah.
You just have to kind of split your design.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can have a big hoop, but you can just split the designs
Into two.
Yeah.
Just like you were saying with your prints, you have different designs.
Yeah, so you don't need something big. It'll take longer, but yeah, this is my boy Roscoe's. We share this space. He's my basically partner. He has a brand called Poet's Disease.
Okay.
He does a lot of upcycle, more like poetry type prints.
Okay.
He's a pretty cool, and he sews. Like he does a bunch of hats, tote bags, all from scratch. Like he's a very good sewer. I'm compared to him, I'm shit. Cause I barely started sewing, but yeah, sewing. A lot of people tell me what's the best method or like what's the best way to learn how to sew, and all I can really tell you is get a sewing machine and
Just do it.
just do it.
That's exactly what I've been saying. Yeah.
There's no tricks. There's no freaking rule books. Just grab something, sew, trial and error. You can't really tell someone, oh, you got to put this setting. No, everything's different.
Test it all out.
Everything's
The
different from fabric.
tension.
Trust me, this machine has almost met the wall a couple times because. Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. I will tell you that. You have to have patience and not get mad at your machines, but it's fun. Oh yeah, we try to do everything from like
Yeah, let's get those beanies.
these are beanies. We do everything from scratch.
Damn, that's actually hard as fuck.
These are other beanies these are just scrap fabrics that I would usually throw away.
This is actually a tight design, dog. You should.
Yeah, I need to drop this.
Yeah, that one's like fucking.
That's like Uggs. You could call that the Ugg hat.
Yeah.
I made a couple. I've given them away just because I'm like.
For the Ugg hat would go. Do you know how that would sell amazing, bro?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just like when I made those belts, called them Wagyu. People want that shit. They want. Oh, I'm wearing the Ugg hat. I'm wearing the Ugg hat with my Uggs. You know, like.
Yeah, these were trial and error for sure because as opposed to like knitwear that stretches.
That one doesn't.
A lot of this does not stretch.
Yeah.
So you have to actually commit to making sizes.
Yeah.
So that's what was
Small, medium, large
The
size?
first one I had, I don't think I have it anymore, was huge. The second one I made was super small. Like, it would not fit. It's like an infant hat.
That's hilarious. I just tried making beanies with some like flannel material or like plaid, and literally the hat.
I made one like that.
Baby.
I made one the other day. Luckily, someone with a small head. So like, hey.
A baby.
And then, so out of all the trial and error and everything, what are some of your favorite pieces? I mean,
My favorite pieces, I don't have people.
I would assume it's all of them, right?
Well,
Can you
all
send
of
us
them-
photos so we can always
Yeah, I
pop
can
them
send
up?
you photos. Some people have owned my favorite pieces, which I'm glad. Let's see.
What's your favorite piece right now you're working
Right
on?
now,
Or like, you know,
what I'm working
design?
on-
I don't know.
Well, I just made these double-waisted.
Okay.
Someone gave me the idea of this double-waisted, which actually is...
Why don't you do 3-waist?
Yeah,
forward.
yeah, see?
Have you
My
ever seen the ASAP
favorite-
Rocky jeans?
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
seen those jeans that are upside down?
Yeah.
So the waist is on the bottom and then that shit's gas, bro.
This is one of my favorite ones just because it's like... This
The
is also on a
patchwork and
Yeezy.
everything.
This is like a Yeezy sweater that he dropped when he had like this weird-ass symbol. But...
What is this?
This is basically just
That's the devil?
pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is that Archangel
That's
one.
see that's that.
How do we know what the devil looks like? Man?
Right?
Right? Why does the devil always have horns and shit? What if he doesn't look like that?
Yeah, what if the devil's not the devil?
Yeah, damn. Dun, dun, dun.
And, plot twist. And the tires be all fucked up.
They bomb us.
But yeah, this is just a piece of like, I just had the idea of get
like
different pieces of,
That's gas.
Yeah, it is.
like my best prints. This is one print.
Ooh.
This is another print. But ideally it matched up. Like this is the arm.
Yeah.
This is the leg.
That's
For
gas.
some reason it matched. And I got something else to do here.
You're so creative.
Yeah, the collage work is fire. It actually goes so well.
This is one of my favorites too. This, I try to, a lot of people do sun fade or bleach work like manually. This actually sat in the sun and weather for a year.
Dude, I was thinking about that.
Yeah,
Like,
for a whole year. And I would just crumple it up. I have pictures of like when it's in the snow, when it's wet,
that's fire.
when it's in the sun. And so this happened. Like
a year is crazy.
the original one, I don't think it's like that color. It's like
The Life Goes print that I liked that you had made was that cheetah print one. That one was hard.
this one. Yeah. So this one.
Yeah, you think can we make a Mexican flag box logo?
Yeah.
Like Supreme box logo, but Mexican flag?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
We'll do it right now.
Damn. I've been thinking, because did you see the Brazil one they're gonna drop?
Yeah.
I was thinking of just making a Mexican flag one and dropping it myself. Like ass pizza.
Yeah, this one's hard.
Ooh, what?
That's that on wet. You can really see it on this one.
Yeah, this one I did this just solely to prove that you can do a cheetah. Because when I looked up tutorials on how to do a cheetah print or how many colors, it would tell you minimum 3 to 4 colors. And I was like, no. I was like, I could do it in 2 colors. And so yeah, we made it up. There
you go. That's
2 colors.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was one of my favorite ones.
This is another one of my favorite ones. It's just this like.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
That kind of reminds me of like Yeezus.
Yeah, it's like Christ. This is my Sin in Paradise t-shirt.
What do you think of Hellstar?
Hellstar is pretty dope. I like the whole message behind them. I like the designs. I like how they kind of broke the bridge of like brought back big prints. Because a lot of people don't know that that's how prints actually started. Well, t-shirts actually started as a form of revolution, like, to like protest wars. The very first t-shirt was actually, it said war and it was crossed out. That's how t-shirts became t-shirts. Because they were like, oh, we can put messages on. So people started putting anti-war stuff, anti-government stuff. It was a form of like expressing
like graffiti, but on clothes.
Yeah, graffiti. It was basically graffiti on walls, but on shirts. Kind of a form of expressing like,
self-expression,
anarchy and stuff like that, like things that were going on around the world and shit. And so it kind of evolved into fashion. And then as times went by, prints got smaller because shops didn't want to do bigger prints because it costs more, it's more time efficient, not time efficient, and just more material. And so they kind of stepped away from that. And what Hellstar did was bring that back. And so now people are starting to
ask for the bigger,
ask for bigger, bolder, which is true. That's what well, at least for me, it's either go big or go home. I don't like small prints. I don't know.
Yeah.
Girls don't like small things.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
Hell yeah.
That's all I can really tell you.
And then, I mean, that was a pretty good game. You got any last game?
No, just, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't ever think that you're not capable of doing something, because you are. Your dreams are your dreams. Dreams are only plans that are not in action. So just get going.
What are you grateful for?
What am I grateful for? Breathing life. The friends that I made, the community that I build, the people that I meet along this journey. That's like what I'm really grateful for, because it shows you, starting a brand kind of shows you who's real, who's not, who really is in your corner and who really isn't. Yeah, just about it.
Oh yeah, bro. Well, thank you so much for
thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you, man.